Thanks for watching 4Color Commentary. I'm Mark Allen, and this is a response to another Bearded and Cole's comic cover challenge. As usual, I'm a few weeks late on this, but they only do one a month, so they always tell. I appreciate them always telling me, "Hey, better late than never. We want to see what's in your collection." So what this is top 10 covers or 10 of your favorite covers with that prominently feature a villain on the cover. And so I'm going to try to get quickly through these so I can get my youngest son to baseball practice. And so first we have, and I just went through my collection, looked through my CLZ, went through my collection alphabetically, didn't even get all the way to the, I'm not even sure I got all the way to the S's. No, I did not. So anyway, but here we go. Here's the first 10 I pulled out going through my collection. We have Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 13 from 1979. A great Dr. Octopus cover there, and Octopus Doc Ock has Spidey all wrapped up there and looking very menacing, even though he's in the background a little bit and Spidey's more in the foreground. Great cover, lots of great action there. One that really, again, these are books that were figured largely into my young comic fan reading life. Okay, next is Avengers number 184, an amazing Absorbing Man cover. Absorbing Man was as a kid, one of my favorite Hulk villains, if not my favorite Hulk villain. And to see him go up against the Avengers was just amazing. Great stuff there. I'll start trying to take these out of the bags. Great George Perez cover with John Byrne interiors, of course, and just a great short but great run by John Byrne on the Avengers artistically. This next one doesn't go all the way back to my childhood, but it's just it has a few things going for it. Of course, it's got the foil treatment. It also is a Brian Boland cover, and it is a Joker cover. This is Batman Legends of the Dark Knight number 50, and beautiful Boland Joker cover, and with whatever he did to that poor cat. Looks like the cats have been, catnip's one thing, but Joker venom's another. But anyway, there you go. And so great Joker cover there. And great villain. The Joker is just a classic villain. What can you say? All right, next is Captain America, number 254. Always take the tape off of those. I still find bags that have tape on them. And take the tape off so you don't have any accidents on your books. Okay, Captain America number 254 from 1980. A wonderful Baron Blood. Oh no, I've got a fold in that. Don't you hate when I've got a crease in the cover. Look at that.
What'd you do?
That's so sad. Oh well. But hey, still reads the same. So great John Byrne cover with Cap versus Baron Blood. And the old Union Jack back there. I think that was the first Union Jack. He was an old man, and couldn't be of much help, I'm afraid. But there was a new Union Jack popped up in that 2-issue story. All right. Next is a book that I discovered. I keep discovering that I used to think of myself not as a big Gil Kane fan, but a lot of the covers I really like are Gil Kane covers. Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. Well, this one needs a press, but Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, number 82. It's a Scorpion cover that goes way back in my childhood. I remember this was one of the first Daredevils I think that I picked up, and I just love that. Love that Gil Kane cover. It really pops. Even with the whenever Marvel was cutting the area of art on their books in that short time during the early 70s, but this was still a fantastic cover. And so, whoa, that could have been bad. So, great stuff there, 1971. Okay, now this next one, most of you know I'm a Marvel guy. I have love for the form in and of itself, but I'm a Marvel guy for the most part. But this book, I can remember making a big impression on me. This very well may have been the very first Batman book that I ever picked up, and that I ever asked my mom for, I should say. It was about that time. It was 1976, it looks like, 76. This is Batman, this is Detective Comics, number 464, with a wonderful cover with the Black Spider, featuring the Black Spider. Now, obviously, I was a Spider-Man fan at that time. I was 10 years old, a Spider-Man fan. And to see a villain called the Black Spider taking aim at Batman like that, with the Deadshot like wrist gun there. I'd never even heard of Deadshot at that point, but that was enticing, and I had to see what was up with that, and so still have that. Recently, I should say, went back and got another copy of that because very nostalgic and a great story in and of itself as well. All right, so actually an early DC there for a 10-year-old Mark Allen. All right, next is a book that I actually got this. I remember buying this book. This was I was on a trip to Colorado to go skiing with my cousins, and I love when I can remember when I picked certain books up. They're now this is now considered a comic with classic John Byrne cover art. This is Fantastic Four number 243 with that amazing Galactus cover with Doctor Strange, the FF, and a few Avengers going after Galactus. Great Galactus, fantastic Galactus cover there. And I believe this is the story that eventually led to the trial of Reed Richards. And I won't say any more than that in case there are some who haven't read those stories before. All right, mentioned before that I was an Incredible Hulk fan as a kid and enjoyed the villain, the Absorbing Man. But this was an Incredible Hulk cover that featured not celestial. Well, all of a sudden I've forgotten what these beings are called. Someone with the same as the no, not the controller. I'm really blanking here. Anyway, you guys will know this is a cosmic being. Had one of the Infinity Stones. I don't think this was the first appearance of this particular Infinity Stone, but this is a Michael Golden cover, The Incredible Hulk, number 248 from 1979, with the Gardener. Again, even though he's in the background, very foreboding, very scary, kind of to a kid, kind of creepy. 11 years old at that time, and entrapping the Hulk in his vines, and just a great looking cover. Michael Golden again, great cover. What are they called? I can't remember what some of those beings are called. The Champion was another one that showed up that had his first appearance in a Marvel 2-in-1 annual. All right, next is an Iron Man cover with featuring a classic villain very prominently. This is a face-off cover, and I love face-off covers. This is Iron Man number 150 from 1981. Iron Man facing off with Doc Doom. And believe it or not, this is my original. And I think you can tell that. You might be able to see the ticks in the spine, you might not. I've never gotten another issue of this. I probably should. I think they may have become a little bit pricey now. I don't know for sure. But this is I've never been able to let go of it. Great story. The 149 and 150. Great two-part story. And Iron Man and Dr. Doom going back in time to the medieval times. Okay. All right, number 10. We're already through. We're already to number 10. Number 10 here. Most of you will know this. Will have seen this cover before. Another classic. It is actually a Steranko cover. Jim Steranko cover. This is Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 5 with Scorpio on the cover. And it's a wonderful, almost psychedelic-like cover, when Steranko was doing those kind of things on Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. And so great cover there, prominently featuring the villain Scorpio. And I do have an honorable mention. I figured if Bearded Comic Bro could do it, so can I. And this is, we're just going to go big. Going to go big for the honorable mention. This is a number one issue from 1975. This is The Legion of Monsters. Wonderful Neil Adams cover. Not only are the villains prominent, they are the subject of the cover and the story. And so you have Frankenstein's monster, Dracula, and Amphibian, and just great stuff there. So anyway, there you go. There's 10, actually 11, but 10, and an honorable mention. Comics covers prominently featuring villains, thanks to Bearded and Cole's challenges that they do monthly, and it was a fun thing to do, coming up with those villain covers. So anyway, that's it. Hey, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And otherwise, thanks for watching, and we will see you next video.